Hello everybody, I'm Anne and welcome to today's session. We have it with Sarah, and she is coming to us from Fertility Network Scotland. So on you go, Sarah.
Hi, well thank you so much for the invitation today. We're really pleased to deliver our message virtually this year with so many of the freshers not being on. So thanks again for given us this opportunity, because we feel it's a really important message that we deliver to the students. So my name's Sarah and I'm one of the educational development officers and I work for Fertility Network Scotland. And it's my job to deliver our education programme across Scotland to young people at colleges and universities. And our main events are, of course, during freshers when students go back or start college and university. And so today I've tried to deliver our message virtually. So just a little bit about the common reasons for IVF treatment, which is a form of fertility treatment. So male fertility has an impact on 37% of males. So infertility is not just a female issue. It does have an impact on men as well. 32% of people have unexplained infertility. 13% of people have an ovulation disorder, 12% have a tubal disease, and 6% have endometriosis. So who is Fertility Network? Well, we are a national charity and we offer free advice, support, information and understanding for those affected by fertility issues. So we offer free advice support to anyone who is considering their future fertility, anyone who is trying to become parents, anyone who is facing the challenges of childlessness, and also anyone who's been successful after having fertility issues. So why do we do it? Well, basically, there's a UK study that shows that 1 in 6 couples seek specialist help to try and conceive. So infertility is a disease of the reproductive system and it is defined as such by the World Health Organization. Since 1991, 300,000 children have been born in the UK from fertility treatment or via fertility treatment. So difficulty to conceive is the second most reason why women of a childbearing age visit their GP. So it's all about your lifestyle and your future. And this is our project here. So basically, although you're a student at the moment and you're probably not really thinking about starting a family at the moment, it's not your priority at all. It is really important to consider your lifestyle choices that you make, because they can have an impact not only on your overall health, but also on your future fertility. So if you're aware of this, you may want to consider lifestyle changes which could help to protect your fertility for the future. So what advice could I give to anyone wishing to protect their future fertility? So there's 8 main issues that we talk about with the project, and the first being is sexually transmitted infections. That is a big concern, as well as smoking, excessive alcohol consumption or binge drinking, eating disorders, taking anabolic steroids, taking recreational drugs, weight and age. So this is our leaflet that we usually provide at freshers to our students, and we talk a little bit more about the issues within the leaflet. So STIs. So sexually transmitted infections can have a lasting impact on your chances of having a family in the future. And chlamydia is extremely common, and it's estimated that around 10% of young people who are sexually active may have this infection. Unfortunately, with chlamydia, it is an infection which often cannot show symptoms, but unfortunately it does leave scarring in the fallopian tubes, which can leave you infertile. So using condoms will help to protect you from sexually transmitted infections. So smoking is also has a negative impact on fertility, and women who smoke are twice as likely to have fertility problems as those who don't, and also have to have short reproductive life as they tend to have an earlier menopause. Weight problems can also affect your fertility if you're underweight or overweight. Obesity is a growing concern, and for example, if someone goes to their doctor and they're struggling to conceive and they're overweight, if your BMI is over 30, you won't be treated for, you won't be entitled to fertility treatment because your BMI has to be under 30. So excess or binge drinking. So drinking can make it harder to conceive for both men and women, and it affects the sperm and egg production. Eating disorders can also lead to fertility problems. Women who are anorexic often find that their periods stop, and this can have a lasting impact even if a woman is able to maintain a normal weight in the future. And bulimia is linked with polycystic ovary syndrome. This is a condition that affects the way that women's ovaries work. Now, anabolic steroids, these are becoming increasingly used, especially by young people. And these steroids with men can sometimes, although it can improve their performance in sports and boost their muscles, it can also lead to serious fertility problems, and it can cause the testicles to shut down completely, and the effects are not always reversible. With recreational drugs, even those which you may think are not very harmful, such as cannabis, may also have an impact on both male and female fertility. So age is a key factor in your fertility. Both male and female fertility decline with age, but for women, this is a particular concern. By the time a woman reaches the age of 35, her fertility goes into a fairly sharp decline. In fact, female fertility starts to decline from the age of 28, and once women reach the age of 42, it's incredibly difficult to get pregnant. So I'm just going to leave you with some future contacts. If you want to get in contact with me, if you've got any questions at all, I've got my email address there, our website. We are on Twitter, on Facebook. So please have a look at the information that we have there and get in contact. We are also looking for volunteers. So if you're keen to help the charity at all in any way, we are looking to recruit voluntary student ambassadors. And you could help us at freshers events and talking to other students about how to protect their future fertility. That would be greatly appreciated. I've also provided just a couple of contact details there for further sources. So the Border Sexual Health, you may already be aware of the C card, so you can get free condoms, which Border Sexual Health will provide, and there's lots of various places across the borders where you can collect free condoms, and there is also a number there to contact them. So if you need to get checked out for STIs, for example, you can do that anonymously. Quite often at freshers, I do get asked about endometriosis because a lot of students are aware of this when they're quite young and they start to menstruate, and there's a helpline there if you want to get any further advice and support in regards to endometriosis. So again, any questions, just drop me an email and you can have a look on our website. Okay. So I'll just leave that up there, I think, the contact details. Yeah. Okay. So have you got any questions at all?
I actually had a wee question, Sarah. I wondered about support for single people or same-sex couples looking to conceive, and what support might be available for them.
Well, we provide support for all types of families, so that's single people, same-sex. We do have a lot of inquiries from different types of families, so there's no barriers there. This isn't about heterosexual or straight couples. This is for everyone. This is support for everyone. And also the Scottish Government do recognise that in providing NHS treatment as well, for example, for same-sex couples who are looking for sperm or egg donations.
Great, thank you. Thanks very much. I think it's just surprising how common fertility issues actually are. And I know we were speaking earlier about how we maybe don't talk about them as much because it's very personal, but it's definitely something that a lot of people are affected by.
Yes, it is, and it has a huge impact on people's mental health. And this is one of the things that the charity tries to support with, because people feel so isolated in their journey. It's such a difficult journey, and especially when, you know, members of their own family or friends are conceiving really easily. It's a really difficult thing to go through, because, you know, there's no one that they feel that they can talk to that would really understand what they're going through. So that's something certainly that the charity offers. And with lockdown, we've really had to kind of step up to our digital services in that respect. So previously we used to meet face to face. We've got support groups across the whole of the UK. But with lockdown, we just simply moved those services to digital, either through Zoom or our WhatsApp groups. So obviously a lot of the NHS services stopped for quite a while, including fertility treatments. So it was, you know, I did notice that with the WhatsApp group, more and more people wanted to join because they weren't getting out to meet other people to talk about it, and they were able to do so online. So it is a really good thing, being able to provide that support. Of course, if anyone who's watching this presentation wants to talk about or has any questions at all about support for fertility treatment, or if they're struggling to conceive, or if they know anyone at all that's struggling to conceive, then please, you know, contact me, because we do have lots of support available. It's also on our website as well. We've got lots of fact sheets there. We've got a really comprehensive website if you want to have a look in there too.
Thank you very much, Sarah. That's been really informative. I've learned a lot, especially about your statistics at the beginning. Like that was far bigger than I thought those numbers would be. So thank you very much for coming along.
You're very welcome. I think, like, one of the things we do notice when we're at Freshers, we do kind of notice that a lot of the men step back from our stand because they think it's not an issue that concerns them, but it definitely is. You know, it's a male issue. It's not just a female issue. It's a male issue too, and I think it's really important that that the young student males take that on board as well.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. That's so there's definitely. So sorry, that's the postman.
Yeah, that was really good. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you for sharing your contact as well. If anyone wants to get in touch,
yeah, more than welcome. Anything at all.
So I think we'll leave it there now. Thank you very much. We hope to see you again at one of our other events. That's been really good.
Yes, hopefully we'll be back and normal services will resume.
That'd be lovely.
Back again. Okay, thanks again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.